real newspaper, which some people don't realise. It's a real 32-page newspaper, and it comes out quarterly, and it's basically a platform to share all the good things happening in the world, things that we don't necessarily hear about. Just there's feel-good stories, but also real positive changes that are happening in the world that we might not hear about as well. Two things that I noticed were impacting my mental health in a negative way were the news and social media. I think it was a sort of bombardment of that. I just thought, is there something I can do to sort of shift this slightly and just turn it on its head a little bit? I realised it wasn't just me, and thought, well, if I can do this, and it was a bit of a novelty thing to start with. It wasn't supposed to be, well, I wasn't expecting all of this. It was trying to find the good in humanity and the good in people in really awful times. And then as I started to look for more positive news, I was finding all these things that I thought I wouldn't know about. These things we're not seeing, these incredible acts of kindness and positive changes in the world and stuff like that. So I mean, I thought I'll do this first issue, and then everyone will realise that there is still good left in the world. And then obviously as soon as people had the first issue, they were like, can't wait for the second issue. And I was like, oh my god, I'm doing a second issue. I've sort of thought, I can't put a happy newspaper out now, like when this has happened, and sort of come in like, no, don't worry everyone, everything's sunshine and rainbows, because it's obviously not. So I always acknowledge those things. Around Manchester we had a teacher from one of the schools there who messaged and said, please can we get some happy newspapers, because the children are all distraught because they'd lost some of the students. And actually more recently we had a teacher from the Christchurch school in New Zealand who messaged and said, the children are incredible and so strong, but we're all just in, like, we don't know what to do, and we want to cover the walls in happy news stories, stuff like that. That is why I'm doing it. Well, yeah. I don't want to sort of take away from the real newspaper. It's like an unwritten rule that people pass it on to like their neighbour or their grandma, or leave it in like a doctor's waiting room or something. The amazing thing with newspapers is the more subscribers and things you get and wholesale orders lower the price of obviously printing the newspaper, which therefore means we can lower the cost for schools and hospitals and places that I think need it.